Hello, everyone. Welcome to the fifth lesson for the Introduction to AI for Teaching and Learning. During this module, we're going to focus on additional learning resources and review what we have learned in this course. So let's get started. Today's lesson will focus on identifying ongoing training and supportive resources so you can continue your exploration and experimentation with AI tools. As always, there will be additional sources you can engage with below this video, and there will be a comprehensive quiz to take in this module, but don't panic. We'll review the key concepts you need to know in this presentation. Of course, if any of these concepts seem unfamiliar or unclear, you can always go back and review any of the older materials as needed. So let's get into it, starting with a review of what you've learned so far. In Module 1, we covered the basics around artificial intelligence, including the terminology. Think about what AI is and how you would represent that to students. AI is a broad term, and it refers to a system's ability to adapt, learn, reason, and problem solve in ways that mimic human intelligence. There's also machine learning, which is a subset of AI, and deep learning, a further subset of AI and machine learning that refers to a system's ability to learn through data and pattern recognition with lower levels of human input. Generative AI is a specific type of artificial intelligence that enables a system to generate new content based on the data it has been trained on. These systems are called models, and these models are tasked with producing specific types of output like images, text, music, and more. This relies on our human inputs or prompts, which refer to the process of entering instructions or keywords that direct the AI models to produce the outputs we want. There are many applications for AI, many concerns, and many opportunities in higher education and the world at large. In Module 2, we learned to identify common generative AI tools related to text and image production, like ChatGPT, Bard, Midjourney, DALL-E, Stable Diffusion, and more. We also talked about the ethical concerns, like copyright infringement, or the facilitation of plagiarism and other types of cheating, and the instrumentation of these tools by bad actors for deepfakes. We also covered strategies for using these tools ethically in the classroom, such as being transparent about the use of generative AI and being conscious of bias in the training data that leads to amplified bias in the outputs. We also talked about prompt engineering and how to maximize these tools to produce the results you want to enhance the work you do rather than replacing it. In Module 3, we focused on providing methods for detecting the use of generative AI tools, with an emphasis on practicing with these tools to increase your own familiarity with the patterns in the outputs. We also discussed some of these patterns to increase your recognition of them and practiced identifying deepfakes and AI writing. Then we talked about the free software tools that can be used to identify AI-generated outputs and some of the shortfalls these can have in terms of their false positive rates. Then we discussed strategies for approaching students to talk about their use or misuse of generative AI in their submissions. Finally, in Module 4, we tied all of these topics together and evaluated the potential applications of generative AI in higher education, from the facilitation of research to communication refinement and other ethical uses such as brainstorming, outlining, and more. Then we discussed strategies for developing classroom-level AI use policies, and you were introduced to multiple examples of these policies, and you were guided to begin crafting your own. You have learned a lot in a very short period of time, so remember that you can always rewatch any of the lessons by revisiting this course. Let's face it, AI is changing on a daily basis, and the learning you have done in this course is by no means comprehensive. This is why one of the goals of this course is to prepare you for ongoing learning. As these changes are happening all around us, you will need to continue to enhance your knowledge. There are so many great resources out there, and hopefully you have found the ones provided in this course to be useful, like there's an AIforthat.com, where you can find thousands of popular AI models as they emerge on a weekly basis. Another fantastic resource provided to you below this video is information on some of the newsletters you can subscribe to for your daily dose of AI updates and information. Daily newsletters are a great way to stay up to date, and you'll find plenty of tools and even studies on the subject as they come out. Another great resource to consider is LinkedIn Learning. There will be a brief instructional resource that you can follow below this video to set up a free LinkedIn Learning account through your local library if you don't already have access through your institution. Staying up to date will require effort, but as you know by now, it will pay off in the hours you will save by implementing these tools ethically and appropriately, with the goal of enhancing, not replacing what you do. Don't forget to be cautious, to think critically, and to do what you can to prepare students for this rapidly changing world that awaits them outside of the classroom. The more you play with generative AI tools, the more you will understand their limitations. Collaborating with our peers is the best way to strategize a way forward together. We've covered quite a bit in this course as a whole. Now is your chance to reflect. In the remainder of the lesson below this video, you will find several reading materials, additional videos, and more that will help you prepare for the cumulative quiz to check your knowledge. After that, you will get a chance to complete the reflective activity and consider what you have learned and what you want to learn next. Remember, there is also an exit survey and course evaluation for you to fill out, so please make time for those activities as they help me assess how I can improve offerings like this in the future. So go explore, reflect, and make your preparations for the remainder of the work in this course, and for the updates you might make in your own courses. You are almost to the finish line. Do not forget you are not alone, and please reach out if you need additional support. Thank you again for joining us on this journey. Please feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn if you'd like to stay in touch, and do enjoy the final work for this module.